And even as we continue to develop renewable energy and improve energy efficiency, we're still predicting that the bulk of energy demand will be met by fossil fuels. The world's growing demand for energy presents an opportunity for Canada and for Alberta. And Alberta has tremendous, as you know, energy resources, including coal, shale gas, natural gas, and of course oil. And according to some estimates, there's between 1.7 and 2.5 trillion barrels of bitumen in Alberta oil sands. For Alberta, with a relatively small population and a wealth of energy resources, increasing energy production and reducing greenhouse gas emissions at the same time is no small task. The solution rests with the development of transformative technology. And since 2010, my organization, CCEMC, has been funding innovative, clean technology projects that will serve to reduce greenhouse gas emissions. Now, to be clear, the CCEMC receives its funding from industry. Alberta's large industrial emitters have a mandatory legislated requirement to achieve specified reductions of greenhouse gases. If they are unable to reach their target, they can either purchase offsets in the Alberta-based offset market or pay a levy of $15 per tonne into the Climate Change and Emissions Management Fund. This fund is not part of the government's general revenue.
The goal of the CCEMC Grand Challenge is to significantly reduce greenhouse gas emissions by fostering the development of technologies that create new carbon-based value-added products and markets, and that is a supreme challenge. We intend this to be complementary to the carbon capture and storage initiatives that are underway, with the belief that if we can capture it, we must find ways to make carbon into useful products. While this is an international competition and submissions are being invited from around the world, of course, all technologies must be applicable to the province of Alberta. We're seeking novel solutions, and there's an emphasis here on novel and innovative, bright ideas at any stage of development that are rooted in solid science and technology. The Grand Challenge has an economic benefit as well. Converting carbon dioxide into useful carbon-based materials means we are not only reducing the greenhouse gas emissions, but we're also seeing new industries and new jobs develop right here in Alberta.
With carbon dioxide or CO2 emissions from industrial sources, the dominant approach has been to capture CO2 and use it either in enhanced oil recovery or sequester it underground in geological formations. If we could efficiently convert the CO2 into something that is useful, we could create a revenue stream to offset the cost of capturing CO2. In fact, CO2 can be used as a building block for larger molecules and can be converted chemically and biologically to form fine chemicals and fuels, and even such things as carbon nanotubes. So what is the problem? The problem is that CO2, the major greenhouse gas, is an extremely stable molecule. For instance, once carbon dioxide is emitted, it will stay in the atmosphere for an average of 100 years. That is why we currently have CO2 levels in the atmosphere at 1.5 times what they were in pre-industrial era. In essence, it does take a lot of energy to break down the CO2 and to convert it into a useful product that has economic value. So that's why the Grand Challenge is really a challenge.
9 Sigma runs hundreds of challenges every year where we identify technologies to address the hurdles of industry. But there are certain features that set a Grand Challenge apart. First of all, a Grand Challenge is addressing a topic that is complex and not easily addressed either by a specific industry sector or by a specific scientific approach. And secondly, a Grand Challenge addresses a broader societal issue where the outcomes will benefit us all. So clearly, converting carbon from a liability to an asset meets both of those tests. The CCEMC Grand Challenge creates a platform for us to all think differently about reducing GHGs. There is currently no significant market pull for technologies that utilize carbon. The market is fragmented. GHG producers do not have an easy connection to the technologists who are creating utilization for carbon. And the reverse is also true. Those technologists do not have easy access to GHG producers. This Grand Challenge creates a community to connect these two very dissimilar industries. And it also creates a broader ecosystem of support for the technologists in their path to commercialization.
Why is this challenge exciting? It is exciting to me, and it's exciting to the investment community because we will look at a really large market, a very large problem, and ask a simple question. What can we do with this stuff and make a return? How can we convert this problem into a money-making, viable business? To be successful in any investment, not only do you have to identify the problem, the need, but who owns the problem? As we have heard this morning, that has been somewhat lacking. CCEMC is helping to give direction and ownership to that. Chryslix is committed to helping CCEMC in this very important endeavor. Mike Brown, as you've heard, our co-founder and chairman, is excited to personally provide his experience to the judging panel. We hope to find interesting technologies that we can invest in, and we obviously strongly believe in this initiative. Today, globally, we need to find solutions that deliver the triple bottom line. They have to properly integrate the economy, energy, and the environment, and they must be addressed together. We are acutely aware how connected these problems are. While alternative energy technologies will play a role, the fact remains that the hydrocarbon economy will, for the foreseeable future, be the dominant energy source.
As the demand for energy grows, the world must tap into this technology and expand our investments into many new and promising technologies to help combat growing emissions and mitigate climate change. This Grand Challenge truly is an opportunity to further our clean energy story and enhance our competitiveness and global leadership by discovering and investing in innovation that will convert our greenhouse gases into valuable carbon-based products. In many ways, we are in uncharted territory, but we are committed to continued excellence, and we've got a solid foundation to build from. We know the world is watching us, and with the ingenuity and vision behind this Grand Challenge showcases Alberta's commitment to innovation, but also shows Alberta's commitment to reaching our greenhouse gas emission reductions. On behalf of the Government of Alberta and Albertans alike, I applaud the CCEMC, Eric, Dave, and Kirk and the entire team for developing such a bold international initiative. And I look forward to, as we all do, to seeing the positive results that come out of this Grand Challenge. Thank you for the opportunity to be with you today.